So I was taking a look at this front cover that went along with my Arby's employment application where I have an interview today, and something caught my eye. On top of, the Arby's look and a typical day at Arby's, I saw this bottom column that said, "And we know you'll definitely have fun." And the second one is what caught my eye. It says, "Earn a competitive wage." I wouldn't expect more than the minimum wage here is $7.40 an hour. Haven't went online yet to look at what Arby's pay, but I always assume that what they fast food places pay is always going to be minimum wage. So when it says you're earning a competitive wage, I guess I'll find out later, but I hope that doesn't mean, I hope they don't have the viewpoint that you have to compete just to win the ghetto lottery and get $7.40 an hour and be at the bottom of the food chain, which is kind of how it has been for me. Recently I've applied for so many jobs and a lot of minimum wage jobs too, and have technically had to compete because at first I was just putting in applications and not even talking to a manager and hoping that numbers would get me a job over quality of my presentation, and then that wasn't working for me at all, so I decided for a few weeks that every place that I went into, I made sure to ask to talk to a hiring manager, because that worked out for me so well in the past. And that's what I did with Arby's, and that's how I got the interview. But hopefully competitive wage means at least more than $7.40 an hour. Hopefully it's at least $1 more an hour, which would still only put me at $8.40, which even a year and a half ago when I worked at Lowe's, I had to, when I started there, they started me at $8.35 an hour, and then I found out that this 18-year-old guy that started with me, who didn't have any huge skill or job advantage over me, he was just more youthful, whatever that means, and I found out that he was getting paid $9 an hour starting off. So I went and talked to a manager and told him if there's if he's making that I felt like I deserve more money. Unfortunately, the manager only bumped me up 40 some odd cents to it's either $8.73 or $8.76 an hour, and so he wouldn't even give me the 9. So yeah, but ended up not being a huge issue anyways, because we all ended up getting laid off. Everyone that was in my hiring group is me and 4 other people, so they didn't keep him or anyone else, and that was after a month of us working. But I guess I'll know later how much this competitive wage really is.